2015, 9.9% of the energy consumed in the U.S. were from renewable sources. As the world's finite supply of fossil fuels gets gradually used up, we humans turn to alternative sources of energy to supply our ever-growing demand for electricity, which powers our everyday lives. You may have heard of a few. We take energy from the sun, the wind, the rivers, and the seas. But today, we will be looking at biofuel. So, what is biofuel? The dictionary tells us that it's a fuel derived directly from living matter. It is categorized under biomass. Within biofuel, there are two major types, one being ethanol and the other being biodiesel. While they are both biofuels, they differ in how they are made and how they are used.
Next, let's talk about how is it made. Let's start with biofuel. Biofuel is usually made from plants which have just been harvested. One of the most common types of biofuel is ethanol. The majority of ethanol produced in the United States comes from corn, and it is made by fermenting the sugar and starches found in the plants like corn and distilling them. Biodiesel is another common type of biofuel. It is made through a process called transesterification, which reacts the alcohol with vegetable oils, animal fats, or greases, such as recycled restaurant grease. Today, biodiesel is usually derived from vegetable oils. Then we are going to learn how ethanol and biodiesel work. Being a renewable source, ethanol is a domestically produced fuel made from plant material, so it is not depleted when used. It can reduce dependence on fossil fuel and dramatically decrease greenhouse gas emissions. There are various blends of the fuel, one being E10 and E15, a mix of ethanol and gasoline. The number indicates the percentage of ethanol that is being used in the mixture, but depending on geography and season. E85 can also be utilized. Also known as flex fuel, the substance contains 51 to 83% ethanol and improves the torque and horsepower of flexible fuel vehicles.
The pros and cons of biofuel come in the 3 Ps: people, planet, and profit. For planet, most biomass contains little sulfur and nitrogen, so it would not produce pollutants that cause acid rain. Although burning biofuels may release that little bit of carbon dioxide, the plants growing for use of biomass fuels helps balance CO2 levels. As the plants go, they remove the greenhouse gas from the atmosphere. Biofuels produce less particulates and lower dangerous chemicals such as sulfur, which is a leading cause of acid rain. Both ethanol and biodiesel are biodegradable. For profit, today it costs more to produce ethanol than gasoline, but federal and state tax advantages help ethanol compete in the marketplace. Ethanol production also adds value to crops for farmers, and as the production of ethanol becomes more cost-effective, the production and use will dramatically increase. For people, biomass feedstocks are not only a better environmental investment, but create job opportunities for farmers. By increasing the corn processing capacity, we also increase the demand for corn. This then provides more incentive for farmers to participate directly in an expanding industry.
Current uses. Currently, 29% of biomass is used to produce biofuels such as ethanol and biodiesel for transportation. Biodiesel fuels can be used in unmodified diesel engines with the existing fueling infrastructure. Predictions for future use: ethanol. New technologies are producing ethanol from cellulose and woody fibers from trees, grasses, and crops. Predictions for future use: biodiesel. The expanded use of biodiesel will require the agricultural industry to substantially increase production of soybeans and other oilseed crops that can be used for producing biodiesel.